Right, so this video is for a bit of format advice to do with the assignment. So it's quite an easy assignment, this one. So this one, explain manual notation systems and electronic notation systems. So the lecture you need for that is on Blackboard. It's by here. Just download that. If we have a little look at it. So this lecture here, if we go down, just talks about like performance analysis, why we need it. And then we get the hand notation, where we've got the advantages and disadvantages, which you need to talk about, but it's quite obvious. Hand notation is really cheap. You just make it on paper in Italian. It's really easy to use. Anyone can use it, and it's so easily available. But disadvantages, things like time consuming. It's really hard to put stuff into Excel. When you think about Dartfish, just copy and paste it straight into Excel. Also, it's very limited in what you can do. You can't add the video files to it. But if we go to computerized notation, then obviously it generates more data, it's quick and it's easy, but it's very expensive. So Dartfish is like £600 a license. Against pen and paper, that's a massive disadvantage. What I'd like you to also do for this is want to consider examples. So like here, I just give a little example of like a hand notation system. So this is service returns and where they went. Could you maybe give an example of a couple of hand notation systems? So just maybe mop up a quick table or something like that. And you just need to explain it on your screencast video. And then for computerized, can you give me examples of some software? So I know a couple of you have already said you're going to screen grab your Dartfish, so that would be good. Mention some other software as well, like Sportscode, GameBreaker, Longo Match, just to make sure you hit that criteria really. Right, 3.2, justify performance criteria to be used as part of the notation analysis. So whatever information you collected, so let's just pretend you're doing football. If you were doing football, you need to justify why you're coding a pass, a shot, a cross, a dribble. Why are these things important in football? So it's really just common sense. So with a pass, for example, you talk about the importance of ball retention, keeping the ball away from the opposition, how it can help to generate attacking and shooting opportunities. And ultimately, you want shooting opportunities because the more goals you score, like the more likely you are to win. It's just obvious, really. Carry out the notation analysis, you'll pick that up automatically from using your Dartfish. And the last one, produce feedback. How did they do? So you produce some feedback with your graphs. So you just show me your graphs and talk me through your graphs and your tables. Also, what specifically from your graphs and tables can you see that you need to improve upon, and how would you improve it? So would you change something tactically, or would you try to change something technically? So if you tried to change something tactically, what would be the tactics of future matches? Or if it's something technical, maybe consider like some sort of technical drill they could perform. So maybe show a passing drill or a shooting drill and just explain how that would work. This here, the merit criteria, the selection of methods, techniques, scores has been justified. Well, you're justifying this here automatically, which justifies this, so you automatically get the merit anyway. Substantial activities projects have been planned, managed, organised. If you complete that and do that, you're automatically going to get the distinction anyway. So it's a nice assignment for you. Now what you need to do is screencast, which is what I'm doing now. So the scenario here tells you about that. So to screencast, if we go on to Google now. Okay. Just type in Screencast-O-Matic and press enter, and then there's this free software here which you can use to just screencast it. So just go onto the website. I've embedded on Blackboard actually a screencast tutorial here, look, and this guy just explains to you how to use Screencast-O-Matic. But this is where you use it from. Personally, what I do, I've downloaded the software, but you can just use it just equally as easy from the site just by pressing start recording here, and it just basically records what's on your screen. That's all it does. All you need to do then, once you've screencasted, upload your video file to YouTube. Once you've uploaded to YouTube, what I'd like you to do is put the link on the front sheet, so then I can view it and mark it, obviously. So just put the link in, like in your student comments, so it would be like, and then you have to press space. Press space turns into a link that changes it blue. That's pretty much what you got to do. I don't want to print it off. There's no point. Just hand it out online on Blackboard.